So, what is the theme of this week? Well, we're going to go with flowing with the rhythms of the universe and everything that's happening around us, learning to flow with it, learning to tune into the rhythms. And this week, it's more about the rhythm of our own inner healer, our own inner healer. So, we all have an inner healer. Our body does know how to heal itself. And so, our body's job is to always bring us back to a state of balance. Homeostasis is what it's called. And when we learn to tap into this inner healer within our body, we tap into it energetically. Now we have many different systems, but the one I'm going to speak about today is one that I've studied for many, 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 many years, and it is the chakra system. Even though I've studied the chakras for years, I mean, I'm always learning, right? Like always learning. I'll never stop learning. But in the last few years, when I was learning the Ayurveda and the elements of nature, that's when everything clicked for me with the chakra system, with the elements of nature. Like we're a part of nature, it's in us, it's around us, we are nature. And when we tune into this inner healer, so these chakra systems within us, they are also connected to nature. So that's how we connect into the rhythms and the flows of our own inner healer. And we know when we're not. So when we're not in balance, when we're not flowing with the rhythm of our inner healer, we feel it. We feel out of balance. We feel not well. We feel off. Okay, so I'm just going to ask this, just what if healing was less complicated and it was more about movement and balance and flow and tuning in to this inner healer within all of us? So with the awareness of nature and the awareness that we all have this energy system within us, let's just kind of tap into this. We will resonate more with when we're feeling out of balance. So our root chakra is all about feeling safe in our own body. And that correlates with the earth element. Earth element is all about protection. It's all about, like the trees and the mountains and earth, right? And that's our protection here on this earth and in our own body. It's the bones and the muscles and the ligaments and the tendons, what makes up our body. It's what protects us. So when we don't feel safe in our body, we don't feel safe in our life. So we want to tune into the earth element. We want to tune into this root chakra. We want to turn into what we can do to feel safer in our body. This is where movement comes in. Move our body, rest our body. This is where balance comes in as well. Balance the work and the play. Balance, create that balance so we can feel safe within our own body. Okay, and then you move up. So of course these energy systems move up from the base of the spine, and the next one is that navel chakra, which is the element of water. And so this is about flow. This is about feeling your emotions. I mean, we can't feel joy unless we feel anger. We can't feel happiness unless we let ourselves feel sadness. We have to feel it all. Feel to heal, but feel to flow. This is tapping into the rhythm of our inner healer. And when we allow ourselves to feel everything, right, not stay stuck in those feelings, but to feel them, to allow it, we find our flow. And this is when we find our flow with our desires and what we're passionate about. And that leads us. So flow leads us into what we should be doing in this life. And then we move up into the solar plexus, and that is the element of fire. So that's, the fire in our belly, our get up and go. This is what why we do what we do in this world. But this is our ego identity. And when we think of the sun element in our body, in our inner healer, this is the digestive system. This is our metabolism. And this is all about transformation. This is how we can transform our life. This is how we can transform our ego, like align our personality with our soul, because your soul knows. The inner healer is the soul. The soul knows how to heal, how to tap into the body's intelligence. So here we want to be less, we want to transform that ego. We have an ego, we want an ego, we live our life through ego. Not a bad thing, never is. But we want to align it with the soul so we can really do some transformation. We want to feed our body well. We want to feed and support our digestive system, because that's all about, we want to metabolize our experiences in this world. This is where the sun element and our solar plexus comes into alignment with our inner healer. And then of course we've got our heart chakra, and this is the element of air. So air is about change, right? The wind changes things, the breath in our body. I mean, stress is a big part of all of our lives. And when we can connect with our heart space, when we connect with our breath, we can deal with stress much better, as opposed to holding on and gripping and not being able to fully breathe. So think of air as changing, shifting our grievances or our problems, our stress into solutions. We need change. We need to let this change move through us. And here, this is the seat of the soul, is the heart. And again, the soul knows how to heal. This is how we get beyond the ego. Okay, we need an ego, of course, but this is where we choose to live from a space of gratitude, a space of love. We get to tap into the soul space, right? We would be willing to forgive, be willing to, just love. Let's go with love and gratitude here, okay? And there's the change. That's the change we all really want. So so there's the air element, and then we move into the throat chakra, which is the fifth element of space. And this is all about pure potential. So when we tune into our throat chakra, this is about truth and communication. And when we align with our truth, we align with our soul, we align with our inner healer, okay? We align with our core values, right? Then we begin to speak our truth. And we begin to speak, like, we don't want to speak about everything we want to complain about and all the things we don't want in this world. We want to speak about, being that healer. Speak good things to your body. It's what takes you through this life. So align with your truth, align with your core values, and speak it into being. Speak everything you want into being. And then there's the space element. That's all about pure potential, like pure potential. Okay. Then we got the third eye. So now we're getting out of the elements and we're going beyond the elements. And so this third eye is about intuition, but it's light. So intuition, imagination, visual. And I always say this is about going beyond illusion. Okay. So think of light, shine light on darkness. Shine light when you look out into the world, when you can see the darkness in the world, because there is darkness in the world. We can't have light without darkness. But the third eye is that healing energy center, that inner healer within, that can shine the light on the darkness and be willing to see things differently. Be willing to shift your perspective. That's what the inner healer needs us to do. Shift our perception, be willing to see things differently, shine light on darkness. And then we've got the crown. Okay, so the crown chakra is beyond, it's beyond the elements, it's beyond the ego, it is wisdom, it's understanding. And this is our own inner knowing. And we get caught up in the fears of the world and we lose sight of our own inner knowing. And so this is thought. Okay, so this is like every thought we think is either projecting fear. Okay, so all we can see is fear, all we speak is fear, all we can feel is fear, or we expand in love with every thought. Like every thought is just a thought. You can shift it and you can change it. And your inner healer would really like you to shift into expanding in love. Okay, so this is where this is the inner healer. Okay, so this is where we find balance. This is where we tune into the rhythm of our own inner healer. This is where we tap in and tune into this energy within all of us. Okay, we want to tap this in, and we're going to tap this in fairly quickly, but I want you to move. So just adding that bounce, just getting that bounce is tapping into the rhythm of our inner healer. Get things moving, right? We want to find balance. We want to tap in, get things moving. So our intention this week is to find balance and rhythm with this inner healer. Balance your movement with rest, right? Balance your work with play. Where can you find more balance in your life? Do a yoga class. There's your balance. You will tap into all of your inner healing. Let's shake this out. You'll tap into that vibration and the rhythm of your inner healer with any yoga class, right? Yin is my favorite. Energy yoga is another one that will always tap in, but all yoga classes. Okay, march it out, march it out. And this is energy yoga right here, what we're doing with the tapping. Tapping into the other side gets your energy crossed so that your energies, your inner healer, communicates well within your own body. Good, okay. And then just from here, for the sake of time, we're not, I mean, let's do it. Let's do it. Of course we have to. Let's just tap into our body, come into our body. This is the vessel with which we get to live this life in, so we want to treat it well. So you just tap down and then tap back up again. So we want to treat our body, we want to move it, we want to rest it, tap into the inner healer. Okay, rub your hands together. Now we're going to start at our kidney points today. And this gets all of our energy moving in the right direction. Meridians, that's another energy system. Meridians, get our meridians all moving forward, get in alignment with our chakra system, our inner healer, get things moving in the right direction. Take deep breaths. That air element, tap in here. Okay, let's tap into our heart space. So again, the energy of the heart, the air that moves through, tap into that inner healer. Think of, love and gratitude and the willingness to forgive and be compassionate for yourself and for others. And this helps you to expand in love and project less fear, because we live in a fear-based world. Okay, and that's blocks our inner healer. Fear will block our inner healer. Okay, so here is our metabolism points. This just, it not only metabolizes food and keeps our digestive system healthy and flowing, but it helps to metabolize our experience. Remember those thoughts? Thoughts are just thoughts, right? We can change them, we can shift them. We want to shift. So our thoughts, think of the crown thought, think of the third eye as how you see things, and think of the throat as how you speak things. Shift from fear into love, and you will align with your inner healer. Okay, and our last point is underneath the eyes, and this is grounds and anchors us in this body. We have an ego, we have a body, this is how we live this life. But most important with this ego and this body is to align with the rhythms of our inner healer. So tap in here, breathe in here, ground into this alignment, this rhythm with your inner healer. Good. Big breath, tap it out, and then I just like to cross things over. Okay, so our intention this week is get in touch with the inner healer, doing yoga, any type of yoga, but the other thing is nature, because these inner healer, it's a part of nature. Walk in nature, commune with nature. Okay, feed your body well, move your body, find that balance. And then just again, thoughts, how you see the world, shine some light out there on the darkness, and how you're speaking. Everything comes into balance. So bring awareness to this, okay? So tapping into the rhythm of our inner healer this week. Namaste, my friends. And there will be a blog to accompany this. Thank you.